a place where I love to be. Look in a book, here's a story for you. Who makes stories when the day is through? Who makes stories when the day is through? Story makers, working through the night till the rising sun. Story makers, stories are fabulous, stories are fun. Come and be a story maker. Imagine a story.
Oh, it's a three-bear story.
And it's called Honey Gummy Goo.
There's a house in the woods that's cozy and neat, where three furry creatures are waiting to eat. The porridge is ready, hip hip hooray! But who will come for breakfast with the three bears today? Poor Father Bear. All he wanted was some peace in the morning to eat his breakfast. But who could that be knocking at the door? Baby Bear skipped over to answer it.
If it's Goldilocks, tell her to come back later. She's a proper nuisance,
said Father Bear. But it wasn't Goldilocks. It was a cross-looking egg with arms and legs.
Hello, Bears. I'm Humpty Dumpty. I look a bit funny, don't I? Well, I fell off a wall, see? And I broke into lots of pieces.
Oh, dear. You have been in the wars, haven't you?
All the king's horses and all the king's men tried to put me together again. And they've done a terrible job. Never ask a horse to do anything fiddly.
Don't worry, Mr. Grumpty. We'll look after you,
said Baby Bear kindly, and went to hold Humpty Dumpty's hand. But it came away from his body.
Oops, sorry.
The bears gasped.
See, I didn't even stick my arms on properly,
sighed Humpty. He rolled back and forth angrily.
Don't worry, Mr. Lumpty. I'll stick your arm back on.
But just then, Humpty's other arm fell off too.
There goes my other arm. Oh, well, at least my legs haven't fallen off.
Humpty Dumpty sat on the table, looking rather grumpy. He rocked on the edge, and off dropped his leg. Oh, poor old Humpty Dumpty.
I'm falling apart,
wailed Humpty.
Well, I'm not surprised. You won't keep still, will you? I've never seen such an ant in your pantsy-mincy-mancy.
Oh, don't go on like that.
It's all right, Poppet. I think they used the wrong sort of glue to stick you together.
Oh, dear.
Now, what you need is some of my honey gummy goo. It's a mixture of cold porridge and honey, and it fixes anything.
All right.
The three bears stuck Humpty together again. And soon he was as right as rain.
Feels a bit better.
There.
Hold on, there's just one more thing,
said Baby Bear, and she took off Humpty's mouth and stuck it back on the right way up. Humpty smiled.
Oh, thank you. I feel so much better.
How about some breakfast, Mr. Chumpty?
Grinned Father Bear.
As long as it isn't hummy gummy goo, I don't mind if I do.
They all sat down to a porridgey feast, and Mother Bear added a special treat.
It's chocolate flakies today.
Chocolate flakies, yum yum. Tuck in, everyone. Imagine a story.
Oh, it's a three-bear story.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's called The Great Hairy Spider.
There's a house in the woods that's cozy and neat, where three furry creatures are waiting to eat. The porridge is ready, hip hip hooray! But who will come for breakfast with the three bears today? Poor Father Bear. All he wanted was some peace in the morning to eat his breakfast. But who could that be knocking at the door? Baby Bear skipped over to answer it.
If it's Goldilocks, tell her to come back later. She's a proper nuisance,
said Father Bear. But it wasn't Goldilocks. It was a little girl in a flouncy dress.
Hello, bears. I'm little Miss Muffet, and I'm so hungry. I was eating my bowl of curds and whey, and along came this hairy great spider.
Spider! Oh!
And, well, I was frightened and I dropped my breakfast, plop, everywhere.
You can share our porridge if you like, can't she, Mum?
Said Baby Bear.
Of course. Sit yourself down, Poppet. You've had a nasty shock.
Now then, Miss Muffy, what did this spider look like?
Well, it had 8 legs, and it was very hairy and scary.
Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet.
Tuffet means bottom where I come from.
Waving her spoon in the air. A hairy great spider sat down beside her and made her jump right off the chair.
Nobody likes me. I feel so sad.
Said the spider, waving its legs this way and that.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moo. I'm coming to sit next to you, Mr. Big Furry Bear.
Save me, Mother!
Cried Father Bear.
Stop it.
Don't be like that. I'm a friendly sort of chap.
Said the spider, and it skittle-scuttled across the table.
Anyway, bears are much scarier than spiders.
Oh, no, they're not!
Oh, you made me jump.
Said the spider. Everyone giggled.
I think you're funny.
Chuckled Baby Bear.
You can sit next to me if you like.
No, come and sit next to me.
Called little Miss Muffet.
There's no need to squabble. I'll sit in the middle.
Said the spider.
Right, who's for porridge?
Asked Father Bear.
Oh, yes,
Shouted
please.
Miss Muffet and her spider. They all sat down to a porridgey feast. And Mother Bear added a special treat.
It's banana flakes today.
Banana flakes. Yum, yum. Tuck in, everyone. Imagine. Imagine. Imagine a story. Oh, what's it gonna be?
Look, it's a 3-bear story.
And it's called Wee Willie Silly Billy.
There's a house in the woods that's cozy and neat, where 3 furry creatures are waiting to eat. The porridge is ready. Hip, hip, hooray! But who will come for breakfast with the 3 bears today? Poor Father Bear. All he wanted was some peace in the morning to eat his breakfast. But who could that be knocking at the door? Baby Bear skipped over to answer it.
If it's Goldilocks, tell her to come back later. She's a proper nuisance.
Said Father Bear. But it wasn't Goldilocks. It was a funny-looking man who was wearing his nightgown and carrying a clock.
Hello, I'm Wee Willie Winkie. I run round the town.
Excuse me. Hello.
Upstairs. And downstairs. In my nightgown. Making sure that all the children are tucked up in bed. Why aren't you asleep, Baby Bear? It's bedtime by my clock.
But I'm not sleepy. I've only just got up.
Groaned Baby Bear.
It isn't bedtime, Mr. Winkie.
He's a wee Willie Silly Billy, if you ask me.
But wee Willie Winkie wasn't listening.
Don't worry. I'll have Baby Bear asleep in no time with a sprinky-dinkle of this sleepy dust.
But, no.
Go to sleep, little bear.
But the sleepy dust didn't make Baby Bear feel snoozy. It made her feel sneezy.
Rinky dinkles indeed. Oh.
Oh, well, a lullaby toot on my magic flute should do the trick. Cuddle down now, Baby Bear.
No.
But the tooting flute didn't make Baby Bear feel like sleeping. It made her feel like hopping and leaping.
Mr. Winkie, it's not bedtime. It's breakfast time.
Said Mother Bear impatiently.
It sounds like your clock has stopped. It isn't ticking and it isn't tocking. It says bedtime, but it's wide awake time.
I think it needs winding up.
Baby Bear wound up the clock and it started to tick-tock.
You're a very clever little bear. What a silly Billy I am.
Oh, well, we all make mistakes. What about staying for a bowl of porridge, Mr Winkie?
Thank you.
They all sat down to a porridgey feast and Mother Bear added a special treat.
It's hundreds and thousands today.
Oh, hundreds and thousands. Yum, yum. Tuck in, everyone.
Imagine, imagine, imagine a story. Oh, it's a three-bear story. And it's called The Missing Tarts.
There's a house in the woods that's cozy and neat, where three furry creatures are waiting to eat. The porridge is ready. Hip, hip, hooray! But who will come for breakfast with the three bears today? Poor Father Bear. All he wanted was some peace in the morning to eat his breakfast. But who could that be knocking at the door? Baby Bear skipped over to answer it.
If it's Goldilocks, tell her to come back later. She's a proper nuisance,
said Father Bear. But it wasn't Goldilocks. It was a very important-looking lady.
Ahem. Good morning, bears. I am the Queen of Hearts.
Mother and Baby Bear curtsied.
I'm looking for a young knave who's stolen my jam tarts. Oh. You haven't seen him, have you?
No, Your Majesty. There's nobody here but us bears.
That's funny, because I found a trail of these leading straight to your doorstep.
Oh!
The three bears gasped. It was a crushed jam tart.
He's here somewhere, and I'm going to find him. Help me at once.
Yes, ma'am.
Mother Bear tried to move, but something icky was sticking her paw to the floor.
Oh, yuck.
It was a crushed tart. Father Bear tried to get up, but...
Hey, someone's jammed me bottom to the stew. No. Oh.
It was a crushed tart.
And here's another.
Baby Bear bent down to pick up the jammy mess and noticed someone was hiding under the table.
It's the knave.
I snuck in when nobody was looking.
Catch him, quick!
The Queen of Hearts, she made some tarts.
They were ever so jammy and yummy.
The Knave of Hearts, he stole those tarts.
Well, borrowed, actually.
And now they're all squinchy and crummy.
I'm sorry, Mum,
said the Knave, looking glum.
Now what are we going to have for breakfast?
Groaned the Queen.
How about porridge, Your Majesty?
Grinned Father Bear.
Yeah.
They all sat down to a porridgey feast. Mother Bear added a special treat.
It's strawberry chunks today.
Strawberry chunks. Yum, yum. Tuck in, everyone.
Imagine, imagine, imagine a story. It's taken a long time.
Yeah. Oh, it's a three bears story.
Oh, and it's called Grand Old Mr Bossy Boo.
There's a house in the woods that's cozy and neat, where three furry creatures are waiting to eat. The porridge is ready. Hip, hip, hooray! But who will come for breakfast with the three bears today? Poor Father Bear. All he wanted was some peace in the morning to eat his breakfast. But who could that be knocking at the door? Baby Bear skipped over to answer it.
If it's Goldilocks, tell her to come back later. She's a proper nuisance,
said Father Bear. But it wasn't Goldilocks. It was a man with a long beard.
Ah, hello, Bear. I am the Duke of York. But you can call me Sir.
He marched into the kitchen.
Right, lift. What's this? No salutes? Tut, tut.
Sorry, sir.
The three bears all saluted.
Now, I need 3 more soldiers for my army. Line up, please.
Oh, goody.
Giggled Baby Bear.
Let's count you then. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Haven't I seen your face before, little bear? Back in line, please.
Good try. Sorry.
1, 2, 3. Splendid.
Oh, I want my porridge.
Shoulders back, Father Bear. I'll have no slouching in my army.
Oh, I've got an itch.
Said Mother Bear, twitching her nose.
Pause at your side, soldier. I'll have no itchy twitching.
Wow.
Isn't he bossy?
What? Silence! I'll have no whispering in the ranks. Now then, soldiers, present your spoons for inspection.
All right.
Gooey, ooey, and gloopy. Oh, well, let's see what you're like at marching. Follow me, please. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, the grand old Duke of York. He had 3 marching bears. He marched them round the table legs and up and down the stairs. When they were up, they were up.
We're up, sir.
And when they were down, they were down.
Oh, we're down, sir.
And when they were only halfway up,
Oh, I wish he'd make his mind up.
they tumbled all the way down.
I don't want to be a soldier anymore. I want my breakfast.
Here.
Mother Bear and Father Bear agreed.
I'm the one that gives the orders around here. Ahem. Prepare to eat. But, what can we eat?
How about a bowl of porridge, sir?
Grinned Father Bear.
Yes, well said. Prepare to eat porridge.
They all sat down to a porridgey feast, and Mother Bear added a special treat.
It's crushed nuts today.
Crushed nuts. Yum, yum. Tuck in, everyone. Imagine a story. Ooh.
What's it going to be?
I don't know. I never know. It's a 3-bear story.
Ooh.
And it's called... what is it called, Webster?
It's called Fishing for a Hat.
There's a house in the woods that's cozy and neat, where 3 furry creatures are waiting to eat. The porridge is ready. Hip, hip, hooray! But who will come for breakfast with the 3 bears today? Poor Father Bear. All he wanted was some peace in the morning to eat his breakfast. But who could that be knocking at the door? Baby Bear skipped over to answer it.
If it's Goldilocks, tell her to come back later. She's a proper nuisance,
said Father Bear. But it wasn't Goldilocks. It was a yellow rain hat.
A hat. That's funny.
Baby Bear reached down to pick up the hat, but just as she got a paw to it, it jumped away.
Mother, look. I think it's a ghostie.
Ghosty indeed. It's just a rain hat puppet. Someone must have dropped it.
See?
They ran and hid behind Father Bear, who was fiddling with his fishing rod.
Watch out for me rod, ladies. What's the matter?
It's the hat.
You're not going to tell me you're scared of a yellow plastic rain hat, are you?
No.
Oh,
look.
Right, everybody, up the stairs. Up I say, up.
The 3 bears went up the stairs. Father Bear looked a little bit scared.
Oh, I hope hats can't climb.
I think there's something underneath it. Why don't you hook it with your fishing rod, Father?
So Father Bear cast out his line and hooked a hat. But who's that?
Oh, look, it's a spider.
I'm Incy Wincy Spider, and I've left my water spout, 'cause a nasty shower of rain has completely washed me out. I need somewhere to shelter until the sun comes out, so I brought my little suitcase to the 3 bears' house.
But we couldn't see you under that hat.
Giggled Baby Bear.
I wriggled underneath it to hide from the rain, but I couldn't wriggle out again. Is it all right if I shelter here with you until the rain stops?
Of course it is, Chuck.
Hey, how about a spider-sized bowl of porridge?
Yes, please.
Chortled Incy Wincy. They all sat down to a porridgey feast, and Mother Bear added a special treat.
It's sweet sultanas today.
Sweet sultanas. Yum, yum. Tuck in, everyone.
That's nice.
Imagine. Imagine. Imagine a story.
Here it comes, Jenny.
Oh, it's a three-bear story.
And it's called Hide and Sheep.
There's a house in the woods that's cozy and neat, where three furry creatures are waiting to eat. The porridge is ready. Hip, hip, hooray! But who will come for breakfast with the three bears today? Poor Father Bear. All he wanted was some peace in the morning to eat his breakfast. But who could that be, knocking at the door? Baby Bear skipped over to answer it.
If it's Goldilocks, tell her to come back later. She's a proper nuisance,
said Father Bear. But it wasn't Goldilocks. It was a little girl with a shepherd's crook.
Hello, bears. I'm Little Bo Peep, and I'm playing hide-and-seek with my 3 sheep. You haven't seen them, have you?
No, Miss Peep. There's nobody here but us bears.
Oh, dear.
Don't worry, Chuck. They'll soon turn up. Come and have a cup of honey tea.
That sounds nice,
said Bo Peep. Suddenly there came a baa-baaing sound, and everyone looked around.
That baa-baaing sounds very loud to me. Those sheep must be hiding somewhere in this kitchen.
So they all started searching for Bo Peep's sheep. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep.
I just don't know where they're hiding.
But look over there by Father Bear. There's something quite fleecy behind him.
Oh, that's a loud bar. They can't be far. Oh, you cheeky sheep. You scared the life out of me.
Suddenly, there came a clang, bang, bang from the cupboard.
Who's that clanging my pots and pans?
Said Mother Bear.
Who is it?
It was another sheep.
Isn't it sweet?
Said Baby Bear.
But I wonder where the last one's got to,
said Bo Peep, looking around.
Hey, what's that? Walking off with the tablecloth.
Stop that sheep!
Come here.
Baby Bear caught the sheep just in time.
Now we've found all 3. I'm sure the poor little things must be hungry.
Well, why don't you stay for a bowl of porridge?
They all sat down to a porridgey feast, and Mother Bear added a special treat.
It's jelly hearts today.
Jelly hearts. Yum, yum. Tuck in, everyone.
No, sugar.
Imagine a story. Oh, it's a 3-bear story.
And it's called A Bit of a Fiddle.
There's a house in the woods that's cozy and neat, where 3 furry creatures are waiting to eat. The porridge is ready. Hip, hip, hooray! But who will come for breakfast with the 3 bears today? Poor Father Bear. All he wanted was some peace in the morning to eat his breakfast. But who could that be knocking at the door? Baby Bear skipped over to answer it.
If it's Goldilocks, tell her to come back later. She's a proper nuisance,
said Father Bear. But it wasn't Goldilocks. It was a rather sad-looking king.
Hello, bears. I'm King Cole, the merry old soul, but I don't feel very merry today. You see, I like to play my little musical pipe before breakfast, but I can't find it anywhere.
It's in your crown, Your Majesty.
Baby Bear giggled.
Ah, joy! Thank you, little bear.
He was happy for a moment, but soon started to sniff again.
Whoa, I've forgotten my bowl.
He whined.
Oh, don't worry, sire. We've got plenty of bowls, haven't we, Mother?
Grinned Father Bear.
There now, Chuck. Cheer up.
Said Mother Bear. But the king didn't cheer up.
What about my fiddlers? I'm supposed to have 3 fiddlers.
Said the king, dabbing his tears with his hanky.
I can't play the fiddle, but I can play the washboard. It's over here.
And I can play the spoons.
And I can play the saucepan drum.
Hey, off we go.
Then let us have music.
Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his pipe, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his little bears 3. Now every bear had something to rattle, and a very loud racket made he.
And she.
Clicky clicky clack, bangy bingy bock, rack a rack, happy as can be. Oh, there's no so rare as can compare with King Cole and his little bears 3.
Now, Your Majesty, give us a big smile. Go on.
Grinned Mother Bear.
But how can I be happy when I have no breakfast in my bowl?
Sniffed King Cole.
What about filling it up with porridge, sire?
Grinned Father Bear. They all sat down to a porridgey feast, and Mother Bear added a special treat.
It's fruity chunks today.
Fruity chunks. Yum, yum. Tuck in, everyone.
Imagine a story. I wonder what it's going to be. Oh, it's a 3-bear story. And it's called Slugs and Snails and Silver Trails.
There's a house in the woods that's cozy and neat, where 3 furry creatures are waiting to eat. The porridge is ready. Hip, hip, hooray! But who will come for breakfast with the 3 bears today?
Poor Father Bear. All he wanted was some peace in the morning to eat his breakfast. But who could that be knocking at the door? Baby Bear skipped over to answer it.
If it's Goldilocks, tell her to come back later. She's a proper nuisance,
said Father Bear. But it wasn't Goldilocks. It was a little girl with a sad-looking bunch of flowers.
Hello, bears. I'm Mary, quite contrary.
Oh, are those for me?
Asked Mother Bear.
No, they're for you, Baby Bear.
Said Mary.
Actually, they're for Father Bear.
Well, make up your mind, Chuck.
Frowned Father Bear.
I know. Why don't you all share them?
Oh, that's very kind.
Mother Bear took the flowers and put them in a vase.
Oh, they're lovely. A bit nibbled, but lovely.
I think something's been eating them.
Sighed Mary.
It looks like slugs or snails to me.
Frowned Father Bear.
They're sneaky little things. You never know where they're going to turn up next.
Oh!
Father Bear held up his newspaper. But what was that on the front page?
Ew, it's a slug.
Cried Mother Bear.
It must have followed Mary here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And look, there's another trail on the floor.
Baby Bear followed the trail all the way to the stairs.
Oh, look.
It's a snail. Come down from there, you naughty thing. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow?
With slugs and snails.
With their slimy silver trails.
And they follow me everywhere I go.
Don't worry, Chuck. They won't follow you anymore. We'll take them over to Woods,
said Father Bear.
They're quite cute, really, aren't they?
Giggled Baby Bear. Mary wasn't sure.
I wonder if they're hungry. Perhaps we could give them some breakfast before they go over to the woods.
Oh, all right then, Mother. And you can stay too if you like, Mary.
Yes, I think I will. Or shall I get off home?
It's scrummy porridge, hot from the pot.
Porridge? Oh, that's my favourite. Move over, Baby Bear. I want to sit next to Father Bear.
Oh, hello.
Actually, I'd like Mummy Bear to sit next to me.
They all sat down to a porridgey feast, and Mother Bear added a special treat.
It's stewed apple today.
Stewed apple.
Hey.
Yum, yum. Tuck in, everyone.
I will.
Imagine. Imagine. Imagine a story. It's a Three Bears story. And it's called Where's the Kipper?
There's a house in the woods that's cozy and neat, where 3 furry creatures are waiting to eat. The porridge is ready. Hip, hip, hooray! But who will come for breakfast with the 3 bears today? Poor Father Bear. All he wanted was some peace in the morning to eat his breakfast. But who could that be, knocking at the door? Baby Bear skipped over to answer it.
If it's Goldilocks, tell her to come back later. She's a proper nuisance,
said Father Bear. But it wasn't Goldilocks, it was the bear's next-door neighbour, Old Mother Hubbard, with her dog Slim.
Hello, bears.
Hello, Mother Hubbard. Hello, Slim.
Slim just looked at Baby Bear with big, sad eyes.
Oh, poor dog. He's not himself, is he?
Said Mother Bear. Slim whimpered and whined. He barked and he begged. Then he started to nibble the table leg.
Hey, steady on, Slim, you wobbling table,
frowned Father Bear. Slim stopped nibbling the table and raced round the kitchen lickety-spit, and Baby Bear chased him.
I don't know what's the matter with him. He's been woofing and whimpering all morning.
Then he grabbed Father Bear's newspaper and started to tug it.
Hey, drop, I say, drop.
Groaned Father Bear.
Now, look,
said Father Bear, peering through a rather large hole in his newspaper.
Mother Hubbard, yes? I think Slim's hungry.
Oh, you could be right, love. Only our cupboard was bare this morning, so he's had no breakfast.
Oh, you poor old mutt,
said Father Bear.
I'll tell you what, there's a kipper in that cupboard over there. Would you like it? Aha, then you shall have it.
Oh, thank you, Father Bear. Slim loves fish. I'll fetch it.
Oh, right.
Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to fetch her poor doggy a kipper. But when she got there, the cupboard was bare, except for a stinky old slipper.
Oh, eh?
Hey, well, I've been looking for that slipper everywhere.
But if your slipper was in the kipper cupboard, where's the kipper?
Asked Mother Hubbard.
It's in the slipper cupboard.
Giggled Baby Bear, bringing out a kipper in a shoebox.
Oh, dear. I must have got muddled.
Oh, now I'll have fishy boots, Mother,
sighed Father Bear.
Go on, Baby Bear, give the dog his kipper. Hey, what about some porridge, Ma Hubbard?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask,
smiled Mother Hubbard. They all sat down to a porridgey feast, and Mother Bear added a special treat.
It's runny honey today.
Runny honey, yum, yum. Tuck in, everyone. That's
Imagine a story. Come on, let's go and see what it's going to be. Ooh.
Oh, it's a 3 bear story.
Oh, and it's called Bubble Bath.
There's a house in the woods that's cozy and neat, where 3 furry creatures are waiting to eat. The porridge is ready. Hip, hip, hooray! But who will come for breakfast with the 3 bears today? Poor Father Bear. All he wanted was some peace in the morning to eat his breakfast. But who could that be knocking at the door? Baby Bear skipped over to answer it.
If it's Goldilocks, tell her to come back later. She's a proper nuisance,
said Father Bear. But it wasn't Goldilocks. It was a little girl dressed in her school uniform. She ran in, quick as lightning, and shut the door behind her.
Hi there. I'm Mary, and I'm hiding from my little lamb. It's followed me to school, and pets aren't allowed in school. Oh. How did you get in here? Go home. Shoo. Poor little thing. Poor little thing indeed. Look how muddy it is. You've been jumping in puddles again, haven't you?
And look! Oh, it's made a muddy mess all over the place.
Frowned Father Bear.
Come here, you, and we'll clean you up.
But the lamb frolicked away.
This is no time for frolicking.
Chuckled Mother Bear.
Now then, come and stand on this.
Hey, not on me newspaper, Mother. I haven't finished reading it yet. Oh.
I know. Why don't we give it a bath?
So Baby Bear fetched the old tin bathtub.
Hey, go easy with them bath bubbles, Baby Bear.
Mary had a little lamb. It liked to jump in puddles. So Mary scrubbed it in the tub and covered it with bubbles. Bubbles, bubbles everywhere. A bubbly girl and 3 bubbly bears.
I'm covered in bubbles.
Baby Bear dried the lamb in a nice soft towel.
Can we look after it just while Mary's in school?
Well, all right then.
Smiled Mother Bear.
You can't go to school without a bowl of porridge, Mary.
Oh, yes, that's true.
Oh, yes, don't worry. You shall have some too.
They all sat down to a porridgey feast. And Mother Bear added a special treat.
It's juicy raspberries today.
Juicy raspberries. Yum, yum. Tuck in, everyone. Thank you so much.
It's a 3-bear story. And it's called Shivers and Twitters. Oh.
There's a house in the woods that's cozy and neat, where 3 furry creatures are waiting to eat. The porridge is ready. Hip, hip, hooray! But who will come for breakfast with the 3 bears today? Poor Father Bear. All he wanted was some peace in the morning to eat his breakfast. But who could that be knocking at the door? Baby Bear skipped over to answer it.
If it's Goldilocks, tell her to come back later. Oh, she's a proper nuisance. Oh.
Said Father Bear. But it wasn't Goldilocks, it was... Oh, who was it then? Baby Bear stood in the doorway shivering. A chilly north wind was blowing. She looked left and right, but there was nobody in sight.
There isn't anybody there.
She frowned.
Well, shut the door quick. You're letting the cold in.
That's funny.
Baby Bear shut the door, but straight away there came a tiny tapping at the door again.
Oh, someone's playing silly billies.
Growled Father Bear. He padded over to answer the door. In came the wind, buffety blow with a chilly huff-puff and a sprinkle of snow. He looked left and right, but there was no one in sight.
Please shut the door, Father.
Oh, yes. Can anybody hear twittering?
Keep still, Father. There's a bird on your head.
Giggled Baby Bear.
Oh.
What are you doing up there, Poppet?
Mother Bear gently picked up the robin, then she put it down on the table.
I had to get out of that chilly wind. I'm frozen from me beak to me feet.
Shivered the robin.
Shall I make you a nest?
Said Baby Bear, and before the robin could answer, she skipped off and came back with a little box.
I'll fill it with bits of Father's newspaper.
The robin let out a happy twitter.
I'm not a very quick knitter. This was supposed to be a sweater.
Said Mother Bear, and she put a little woolly vest on the robin, who twittered joyfully.
I think I might have something tasty for you in my fishing bait tin.
The north wind doth blow, and we shall have snow.
And what shall this robin do then?
Poor thing.
I'll give you a vest.
And I'll make you a nest.
And I'll feed you on grubs from my tin.
You're such kind bears. You make me feel like singing all day long.
Twittered the robin.
Hey, would you like a spot of our porridge, Mr. Robin? It'll warm you up good and proper.
Well, I don't mind sharing a bowl.
Chirped the robin. They all sat down to a porridgey feast, and Mother Bear added a special treat.
It's licorice nibbles today.
Licorice nibbles. Yum, yum. Tuck in, everyone. Imagine, imagine, imagine a story. It's a three-bear story.
And it's called The Flying Pies. Flying Pies?
There's a house in the woods that's cozy and neat, where three furry creatures are waiting to eat. The porridge is ready. Hip, hip, hooray! But who will come for breakfast with the three bears today? Poor Father Bear. All he wanted was some peace in the morning to eat his breakfast. But who could that be knocking at the door? Baby Bear skipped over to answer it.
If it's Goldilocks, tell her to come back later. She's a proper nuisance,
said Father Bear. But it wasn't Goldilocks, it was a little girl and a little boy.
Hiya, I'm Jill, and this is my brother Jack.
Hello,
said the little boy.
Oh, no.
What are you doing down there?
I've done it again. Oh, no.
You've bumped your knee.
You're right.
Really, Jack, you are so clumsy. That's the second bump you've had this morning. It's lucky I'm carrying the custard pies.
Custard
pies?
said the bears.
Yum. Aye. We've just been up the hill to fetch them, but Jack fell down and bumped his head. Come here, mate boy, and I'll put some porridge poultices on those bumps of yours,
said Mother Bear softly. Jack limped towards her, but tripped and knocked the box of pies flying.
They're all squished. You are so clumsy.
Don't call me clumsy.
Right.
Jack flung a pie at Jill, but she ducked and splat! It hit Baby Bear.
That tastes good.
Oh, now then, young lady, don't you go. Don't you
Before
dare.
Father Bear could say another word, Baby Bear hurled the pie at Jack, but the pie hit Father Bear.
I haven't had a custard pie for years. Yum. Here, Mother, you have a taste.
Oh, really, Father? How childish. But they do taste sweet.
We haven't tasted them yet.
Whined Jack and Jill.
You will soon.
Giggled Baby Bear.
I don't believe that was great. That was a good shot, Baby Bear.
Let the pies fly.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch some custard pies. Jack did fall and squished them all. Then how the pies did fly!
Squished custard pies taste ever so nice.
But I'd rather have me porridge.
Porridge? Yes, please.
They all sat down to a porridgey feast, and Mother Bear added a special treat.
It's marshmallow pillows today.
Marshmallow pillows. Yum, yum. Tuck in, everyone.
Imagine a story. Oh, come on, be quick. Here it comes. What's it going to be? Oh, it's a three-bear story. And it's called The Kettle Fight.
There's a house in the woods that's cozy and neat, where three furry creatures are waiting to eat. The porridge is ready. Hip, hip, hooray! But But who will come for breakfast with the three bears today?
Poor Father Bear. All he wanted was some peace in the morning to eat his breakfast. But who could that be knocking at the door? Baby Bear skipped over to answer it.
If it's Goldilocks, tell her to come back later. She's a proper nuisance,
said Father Bear. But it wasn't Goldilocks, it was two ladies.
Hello, bears. I'm Polly,
said the first lady.
And I'm Suki,
said the second lady, pushing Polly out of the way.
Hello. What can we do for you, ladies?
We were just passing and we thought we'd pop in for a cup of tea,
said Polly, breezing over to Father Bear.
It was my idea. I thought of it first,
said Suki, pushing her way in between Polly and Father Bear.
Well, do sit down and I'll put the kettle on,
said Mother Bear kindly.
I'll put the kettle on for you, Mrs. Bear.
Oh, there's no need, Chuck. You just sit yourself down.
But Polly followed Mother Bear to the stove. Then she snatched the kettle off Mother Bear.
Come on.
Steady on.
Well, all right then,
mumbled Mother Bear.
Why can't I put the kettle on?
Said Suki, taking the kettle off Polly.
Because I asked first,
said Polly, snatching the kettle back.
Can I put the kettle on, Mother?
Said Baby Bear, who had been watching.
No, Poppet. You're too little. It isn't safe to play with kettles. Polly and Suki are grown-ups, and grown-ups are supposed to be sensible.
I don't mind which one of you ladies puts that kettle on, as long as I get a cup of tea. So get a move on, or I'll do it myself.
Polly put the kettle on, Polly put the kettle on. Suki took it off again while Polly looked away. Polly put it back again, but Suki took it off again. Polly put it back again, but Suki took it off.
Stop mincy-mancying around, the pair of you.
Father Bear wanted his breakfast.
But they're only trying to help,
said Baby Bear kindly.
Playing with kettles is dangerous. Stop at once. I'll have to send you home without any porridge.
Porridge? Oh, my favourite,
cried Polly.
I like porridge more than you,
cried Suki.
Quick, Mother, dish it up before they start squabbling again.
They all sat down to a porridgey feast, and Mother Bear added a special treat.
It's cherry fizz bombs today.
Cherry fizz bombs? Yum, yum! Tuck in, everyone!
Imagine a story.
Come on. Oh, it's a three bear story.
And it's called Knick-knack, paddywhack.
There's a house in the woods that's cozy and neat, where three furry creatures are waiting to eat. The porridge is ready, hip hip hooray! But who will come for breakfast with the three bears today?
Poor Father Bear. All he wanted was some peace in the morning to eat his breakfast. But who could that be knocking at the door? Baby Bear skipped over to answer it.
If it's Goldilocks, tell her to come back later. She's a proper nuisance,
said Father Bear. But it wasn't Goldilocks. It was a little old man with a skinny dog.
Hello, bears. I've come to play me knick-knacks for you.
Your knick-knacks?
Yes, that's what I call these knobbly sticks.
Oh.
If I play a little song for you, would you be so kind as to give my wee dog a snack?
The old man tottered into the kitchen with his dog at his heels. Baby Bear patted the dog.
Well, he does look hungry.
Oh, don't worry, Poppet. I might have a few scones somewhere.
Oh! Mother Bear offered the dog a scone, but it hid under the table.
Oh, that's very kind, but he's a bit shy. If I play me knick-knacks, he might come out. Well, all right. You'd better show us what you can do.
The old man started to dance around the kitchen, banging his sticks on all the pots and pans and chanting as he went.
Knick-knack a nicky-knack, knick-knack a nicky-knack.
This old man, he played one.
He nicky-knacked on the saucepan drum.
With a knick-knack paddywhack.
Give that dog a scone. Come on, three pairs, play along. Knick-knack a nicky-knack, knick-knack a nicky-knack. There'll be no more knick-knacking unless I can play me washboard.
Grinned Father Bear.
Oh, yes, and I'll play me spoons.
Mother Bear waved her spoons wildly. This old man, he played more.
He nicky-knacked on the windows and the door.
With a knick-knack paddywhack.
Give that dog a scone. Come on, three bells, play along.
Well, he isn't very shy now.
No.
Look, he's eaten every scone.
Cried Mother Bear.
But I think he's still hungry,
Said Baby Bear.
Well, he can always have a dollop of porridge.
Chortled Father Bear.
And what about you, Mr. Paddywhack? Well, I am feeling rather peckish.
They all sat down to a porridgey feast, and Mother Bear added a special treat.
It's cinnamon sticks today.
Cinnamon sticks? Yum, yum. Tuck in, everyone. Imagine, imagine, imagine a story. Oh, I wonder what it's going to be.
Oh, it's a Three Bears story. And it's called My Friend Fred.
There's a house in the woods that's cozy and neat, where three furry creatures are waiting to eat. The porridge is ready. Hip, hip, hooray! But who will come for breakfast with the Three Bears today?
Poor Father Bear. All he wanted was some peace in the morning to eat his breakfast. Who could that be knocking at the door? Baby Bear skipped over to answer it.
If it's Goldilocks, tell her to come back later. She's a proper nuisance,
said Father Bear. But it wasn't Goldilocks. It was a rather funny-looking boy.
Hello, I'm Fred, and I've come to play with Baby Bear.
The little boy bounded into the kitchen. Baby Bear looked at him quizzically.
You look a bit funny.
She giggled.
Shush, Baby Bear, don't be rude,
said Mother Bear. But she thought Fred looked funny too.
Why is everyone laughing at me?
Cried Fred.
You've got your pants on your head, lad. Aren't they supposed to be on your bottom?
Diddle diddle dumpling, my friend Fred came to play with his pants on his head. All of his clothes were in the wrong place.
'Cause I've been having a dressing up race.
Oh, what's a dressing up race?
Asked Baby Bear.
It's a game. You have to see who can put on the most clothes before I blow this whistle. Why don't you try it?
The bears thought it sounded like fun. They decided to use the clothes from the clean washing pile. Diddle diddle dumpling, ready steady go. Three furry bears started putting on clothes with socks on their noses and gloves on their feet.
They look a bit silly, if you ask me.
Fred blew his whistle.
Stop! Let's see who's the winner. Is it funny, Father Bear?
Father Bear has a sock on his nose, his wellies on his paws, and a pyjama top on backwards.
Muddled Mother Bear?
Mother Bear has an apron on her head and her paws stuck in a pair of trousers.
Or back to front Baby Bear?
Baby Bear has her coat on backwards with the hood up so you can't see her face. Fred couldn't decide.
You've all won the race,
he cried.
But what shall we have as a prize?
Porridge!
Cried the bears.
My favourite,
said Fred. They all sat down to a porridgey feast, and Mother Bear added a special treat.
It's jelly boots today.
Jelly boots? Yum, yum. Tuck in, everyone.
Imagine, imagine, imagine a story. Three Bears story. And it's called The Little Pig Band.
There's a house in the woods that's cozy and neat, where three furry creatures are waiting to eat. The porridge is ready. Hip, hip, hooray! But who will come for breakfast with the three bears today?
Poor Father Bear. All he wanted was some peace in the morning to eat his breakfast. But who could that be knocking at the door? Baby Bear skipped over to answer it.
If it's Goldilocks, tell her to come back later. She's a proper nuisance,
said Father Bear. But it wasn't Goldilocks. It was a little pink piggy with a whistle.
Hello, bears,
squealed the piggy.
It's a lovely morning for music. Please let me play you a tune on me whistle.
It ain't going to be squeaky, is it?
Father Bear frowned.
Only I've got an headache.
Don't be grumpy, Father,
giggled Baby Bear.
Play something lively,
said Mother Bear.
I'm in the mood for dancing.
I'll do my best,
said the little piggy, and he started to play a tune.
Oh, that's very nice,
smiled Mother Bear.
But something's missing. What you need is a drummer to keep the beat.
No.
I'm a drummer,
said another little pig appearing in the doorway.
Listen to this.
Oh, yes, that's better.
Father Bear groaned.
Oh.
Just then, three more piggies appeared in the doorway. One had a shaker, another had a horn, and the smallest piggy of all had a microphone.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Little Pig Band.
The smallest piggy oinked into her microphone.
Let's party!
Yeah, what about me sore head?
Grumbled Father Bear, but no one was listening. This little piggy played a whistle, and this little piggy banged a drum. This little piggy shook a shaker, and this little piggy blew a horn. And this little piggy went wee, wee, wee into a microphone.
Oh, stop that terrible racket!
Grumbled Father Bear, banging his paw on the table.
I'm sorry about Father Bear. He's having a bit of a tantrum,
said Mother Bear.
I think he needs his porridge.
Oh, porridge!
Squealed all five little piggies. Father Bear twitched his nose nervously.
I don't mind sharing, as long as I get a bit of peace and quiet.
They all sat down to a porridgey feast, and Mother Bear added a special treat.
It's coconut curls today.
Coconut curls, yum yum. Tuck in, everyone.
Imagine a story. Here it comes. Oh, what's it going to be? It's a three-bear story, and it's called Dickory Dockery.
There's a house in the woods that's cozy and neat, where three furry creatures are waiting to eat. The porridge is ready. Hip, hip, hooray! But who will come for breakfast with the three bears today?
Poor Father Bear. All he wanted was some peace in the morning to eat his breakfast. But who could that be, knocking at the door? Baby Bear skipped over to answer it.
If it's Goldilocks, tell her to come back later. She's a proper nuisance,
said Father Bear. But it wasn't Goldilocks. It was a tall clock.
Father, there's a clock at the door.
Baby Bear frowned. Father Bear padded over.
I'd almost forgotten it was being delivered today. Hey, Mother, the new clock's arrived.
Mother Bear peered at the clock.
It's a bit big, isn't it? I bet it's as heavy as an elephant.
Light as a mouse, you mean?
Guffawed Father Bear.
Now then, stand back and I'll get it inside.
But Father Bear couldn't budge the clock.
You're right, Mother. It is a bit heavy. You'd better get on the other end.
Mother Bear and Father Bear picked up the clock. They teetered this way and that and put it down with a bump.
Stop jiggling me about!
Came a little voice.
What was that?
Cried Mother Bear.
It's a talking clock!
Giggled Baby Bear. Then she noticed a door on the clock with a keyhole to peep through. But when she took a peek, a little voice said,
Don't be nosy! I think there's something inside.
Giggled Baby Bear. Mother and Father Bear were too scared to look, so Baby Bear opened the door. Eek! It was a mouse! Dickory Dickory Dock, the mouse ran down the clock. It chased Father Bear and gave him a scare. Dickory Dockery.
Oh, what a mockery!
Dickory Dickory Dock. Baby Bear picked up the mouse and gave it a cuddle.
It's all right, Father. Mice aren't scary. They're nice.
Well, I hope it doesn't nibble me newspaper.
It doesn't want a silly newspaper when it can have a bowl of porridge.
Said Mother Bear.
Oh, porridge, yes, please.
Squeaked the mouse.
It's a very polite mouse, isn't it?
Grinned Father Bear. They all sat down to a porridgey feast, and Mother Bear added a special treat.
It's cheesy chunks today.
Cheesy chunks. Yum, yum. Tuck in, everyone.
Imagine, imagine, imagine a story.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. What's it going to be?
Oh, it's a three-bear story.
And it's called Crabby.
There's a house in the woods that's cozy and neat, where three furry creatures are waiting to eat. The porridge is ready. Hip, hip, hooray! But who will come for breakfast with the three bears today?
Poor Mother Bear. All she wanted was some peace in the morning to eat her breakfast. But who could that be, knocking at the door? Baby Bear skipped over to answer it.
If it's Goldilocks, tell her to come back later. She's a proper nuisance.
Said Mother Bear. But it wasn't Goldilocks, it was Father Bear. He'd been out fishing.
Make way, make way. I've got to put me bucket down.
Well?
Mother Bear peered into Father's bucket.
Did you catch any fish this morning?
Fish? Not really, Mother. But I did catch a crab. Nasty little chomper it was, too.
Oh, can I see it?
Baby Bear peered into the bucket.
It isn't there,
grumbled Father Bear.
I put it back in the sea because it bit me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Once I caught a crab alive.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Then I let it go again.
What did you do that for?
Because it bit me on the paw.
Which paw did it bite?
This one, ladies, on the right.
There,
said Mother Bear, and she kissed Father Bear's paw better.
I think it needs a sticky plaster,
he said sadly.
It's only a tiny scratch,
giggled Baby Bear.
Here we are, Chuck,
said Mother Bear, taking a plaster from the first aid kit. She tried to put it on Father Bear's paw, but he made a terrible fuss.
Father Bear's a baby,
chimed Baby Bear.
What a lot of noise,
sighed Mother Bear.
All over a tiny scratch on your paw.
It isn't me paw, it's me bottom,
said Father Bear.
It looks like you've brought the crab home with you,
giggled Mother Bear.
I get it off me,
groaned Father Bear. Baby Bear picked up the crab.
Poor little thing. It was only biting your bottom 'cause it's hungry.
Well, let's give it a bowl of porridge,
said Mother Bear.
Oh, don't let it sit next to me.
They all sat down to a porridgey feast, and Mother Bear added a special treat.
It's apricot bites today.
Apricot bites! Yum, yum! Tuck in, everyone!
Imagine, imagine, imagine a story. This one going to be, let's see. Oh, it's a three-bear story. And it's called Curlylocks. Very funny.
There's a house in the woods that's cozy and neat, where 3 furry creatures are waiting to eat. The porridge is ready. Hip, hip, hooray! But who will come for breakfast with the 3 bears today?
Poor Father Bear. All he wanted was some peace in the morning to eat his breakfast. But who could that be knocking at the door? Baby Bear skipped over to answer it.
If it's Goldilocks, tell her to come back later. She's a proper nuisance,
said Father Bear. But it wasn't Goldilocks. It was a little girl with curly black hair.
I was walking in the wood and I smelt porridge. Could you spare me a bowl?
Of course, Poppet,
said Mother Bear kindly.
Come in and sit yourself down, Chug.
Father Bear offered the little girl his chair. She sat down.
What's your name?
Baby Bear asked.
Curlylocks,
said the little girl, wriggling about a bit.
Are you sitting comfy?
Asked Father Bear.
Actually, the seat is too hard.
Curlylocks stood up.
Oh dear, you'd better sit in my chair,
said Mother Bear kindly.
Thank you.
The little girl sat down in Mother Bear's chair.
Is that better?
Not really. This chair is too soft.
Curlylocks stood up.
I want to sit in Baby Bear's chair. But you're too big for my chair. You'll break it,
said Baby Bear.
Oh, please,
said Curlylocks. There was a little girl and she had a little curl right in the middle of her forehead. And when she was good, she was very, very good.
Oh, pretty please, Baby Bear.
But when she was bad, she was horrid.
I want that chair.
Now then, Miss Curlylocks, you leave Baby Bear alone,
said Father Bear. He went to help, but his paw got tangled in Curlylocks' hair, and...
Oh, sorry, Chug. I've pulled your hair off.
It's a wig,
cried Baby Bear.
Her hair isn't black, it's golden!
Goldilocks! Oh, you spotted my clever disguise,
giggled Goldilocks.
Well, now you're here, you might as well have a bowl of porridge,
grinned Father Bear.
As long as you don't mind sitting on this stool.
They all sat down to a porridgey feast, and Mother Bear added a special treat.
It's sweet and sour sprinkles today.
Sweet and sour sprinkles? Yum, yum. Tuck in, everyone.
Imagine, imagine, imagine a story. Oh, it's a 3-bear story. And it's called Treasure Pie.
There's a house in the woods that's cozy and neat, where 3 furry creatures are waiting to eat. The porridge is ready. Hip, hip, hooray! But who will come for breakfast with the 3 bears today?
Poor Father Bear. All he wanted was some peace in the morning to eat his breakfast. But who could that be knocking at the door? Baby Bear skipped over to answer it.
If it's Goldilocks, tell her to come back later. She's a proper nuisance,
said Father Bear. But it wasn't Goldilocks. It was a little boy with an empty bowl.
Hello, I'm Jack. I've been looking for blackberries in the woods, but I can't find any.
We picked all the blackberries yesterday,
said Father Bear.
And I helped Mother make a blackberry pie.
Baby Bear pointed to the blackberry pie proudly.
Oh, it looks yummy.
Jack grabbed the pie.
I'm going to gobble it all up.
Here, put that pie down.
Father Bear took the pie from Jack.
It's for everyone to share, isn't it, Mother?
Mother Bear appeared from under the table.
What are you doing under there?
Father Bear frowned.
looking for my other earring.
sighed Mother Bear.
I had it yesterday, but now I can't find it anywhere.
We'll help you look.
Cried Baby Bear. They searched on the table and under the chairs.
Not there.
They looked in the cupboards and on the stairs.
I found it.
Cried Baby Bear.
Oh.
She fixed the earring on, but it looked wrong.
That isn't an earring. It's a jammy biscuit.
Guffawed Father Bear. But where was Jack all this time?
He must have sneaked off with the pie.
Cried Baby Bear. Little Jack Horner sat in the corner, sneakily eating the pie. He took a big bite and got quite a fright, for he'd found something shiny inside.
Oh, I think I found your earring, Mother Bear.
Jack held up the earring.
Oh, it must have fallen in the pie.
It's a treasure pie.
Giggled Jack.
But we can't eat treasure, can we?
Sighed Father Bear.
It's a good job we've got our porridge.
Porridge?
Cried Jack.
Oh, scrummy.
They all sat down to a porridgey feast, and Mother Bear added a special treat.
It's creamy banana today.
Creamy banana, yum yum. Tuck in, everyone.